The trial against former Minister of Social Development, Minister Bathabile Dlamini, has just been postponed. Dlamini is being criminally prosecuted for perjury. It's alleged that Dlamini lied under oath during her testimony at the inquiry established by the Constitutional Court to probe her role in the 2017 social grants crisis. Our colleague Abongile Dumako has been covering this story. A very good morning to you, Abongile. What transpired in court this morning?
Good morning, Desiree. Certainly, as you have just said, the case now has been postponed to tomorrow. The reason is that the two witnesses that were set to take to the stand today, one only came to court, and when she was being called, Ms. Mavimbela was nowhere to be found. We understand the second witness, who hails from Limpopo, is out of Johannesburg. However, the defense telling the magistrate here that they had made all the logistical arrangements to make sure that the witnesses that were set to take to the stand do so, but unfortunately we see that not happening. Something that Mr. Pahlane, who is the defense for Bathabile Dlamini, didn't take lightly, saying that they are not being taken seriously by the defense, by the state, because they would have known that if the person is not going to make it in the name of a witness, that would have been communicated to them instead of coming here and waste their time to attend a trial that was set to start today, and yet it didn't start. And certainly magistrate as well saying that she's not happy with what has happened in as far as these witnesses that were supposed to come to court is concerned. However, saying that due to unforeseen circumstances, which include the logistical arrangements that have since failed on the defense side, now there can't be any reason for them to continue with this case. Also, this trial, we understand, was set for 2 days, which is today and tomorrow. Hence, now it's postponed to tomorrow. Prior to that, on our arrival here in court, we did see Bathabile Dlamini, the former social development minister, who actually apparently lied under oath when she gave evidence at that inquiry into the grand crisis that we saw unfold in 2017. She's been given an opportunity to plead on the case, which she pleaded not guilty. No surprise there, of course, the NPA's Pindim Jonondwane had said they anticipate that she will plead not guilty. Certainly she did plead not guilty. However, she did take to the stand, and she was sitting on that box as all the proceedings were taking place here in the Johannesburg Magistrate Court.
Abongile, it's a very rare sighting of the former minister who has largely avoided being in public in recent times. What was her demeanor?
I reached out to her and I greeted her and I said, "Hello, Mama." She just waved at me. I even took off my mask thinking that she didn't recognize me. I only to find out that she did recognize me. Yes, she does look a bit, I would say, down. Her demeanor, she didn't look her usual self. She's usually bubbly, talking to journalists on arrival. That was a different case today. So I understand that maybe something might have gone wrong in as far as what happened in court. Even in fact, before the postponement of the case, she was not really her usual self. I don't know whether it's because she had not seen the amount of ANC Women's League members who are actually picketing outside the court to show support to her. Maybe probably that's why she was not as as happy as she usually, or jovial as she usually is. And of course, on that note, we've seen a number of ANC Women's League members outside the Magistrates Court here in Johannesburg coming to support the former Minister of Social Development. Remember, Bathabile Dlamini is also the president of the ANC Women's League. Hence, we've also seen inside court some women, ladies dressed in ANC regalia, showing support to Bathabile Dlamini, of which during court proceedings, she kept looking at the back, glancing at the back in the gallery as the proceedings were continuing. I would imagine she was just looking to see who is there to give her support in this difficult time she's going through. As she had said before, that this is just a ploy to actually tarnish her name.
Yeah. The ANC Women's League, something unrelated, the ANC Women's League in the city of Joburg has sent out a statement congratulating the women mayors who have been appointed in metros. And we know these are not African National Congress mayors. Has this been a conversation at all? Did it come up at all, Abongile?
Because we have not yet had an opportunity to vacate the court precinct here, we are yet to go outside. An opportunity, I would imagine, will be granted to actually have a word from the ANC Women's League. I did see that statement. I wouldn't say I was not surprised, because, even earlier yesterday, we heard President Cyril Ramaphosa saying that he congratulates all the women, especially who have taken the throne and become mayors of the major metros here in Gauteng and some parts of the country. Something that one, maybe from a statesman's point of of view, was the right thing to do. But if he puts on his cap as the ANC president, how on earth would you be in a position to congratulate a DA mayor in Tshwane, a DA mayor in Ekurhuleni, as well as here in the city of Johannesburg? But however, I guess it's a sign that the party has actually accepted defeat, that they are no longer going to be in power, as was the case. Well, and certainly Women's League, maybe from a perspective of being a women's organization, it's only befitting that they say congratulations to fellow ladies for having made history and became the mayors of the country. I mean, of the metros in the country.
Abongile, thank you so much for bringing us up to speed in terms of what transpired in court this morning. The eThekwini Metro Municipality's first council meeting resumes in Durban today after